For Glorious Kids Preparatory School. Argumentative Essays. www.gloriouskids.org. Advantages of a boarding school over a day school. The day and boarding school system that make up the educational units of the second cycle school system each offers some advantages and disadvantages for the individual student or perhaps the entire family as a whole. The educational system in my country allows pupils to enter second cycle institutions from the primary educational level. These establishments, which are also known as senior high schools, some have boarding houses. The rest, with no residential facilities on the other hand, all function as day senior high schools. For a variety of reasons, almost 90% of all junior high school graduates want to attend a boarding school rather than a day school. Without a doubt, the majority of pupils favor boarding school over day school. Thus, for the reasons below, one chooses a boarding school to a day school. First of all, the boarding schools to which nearly 90% of JHS graduates aspire, offer students the chance to excel greatly in their field of study. In contrast to the two senior high school cycles, the boarding school offers all the resources and opportunities required for academic success. In addition to the regular daytime classes, boarding school students are also scheduled for prep time, which is a 2 to 3 hour period of intense self-studies. This time helps students absorb the topics that have been taught by their various subject teachers and also get ahead of the class. This is a major advantage to boarding students as they turn to be academically comprehensive and ready at all times. On the other hand, day schools use the morning or day session, after which students go home and are occupied with various tasks, watch various television programs, run errands, and engage themselves in many other things that hinder their academic pursuits. In contrast to day school pupils who are unable to complete most responsibilities entirely without the assistance of a guardian or parent, boarding school pupils carry out most tasks independently without always needing parental guidance. In boarding schools, students acquire life skills including how to wash their clothing and handle money. All of these contribute to the person's future preparation compared to a day student. Boarding school also teaches the student to be time conscious. Students can stick to these hours since boarding school activities are scheduled according to time. Examples of these times include the periods for waking up, studying and sleeping as opposed to a day student who accomplishes anything without regard to the passage of time. This culture aids students in effectively managing their time in terms of what they can accomplish within an hour or two. Due to this, the day student is unable to manage his or her time effectively, including when to sleep, study and wake up. Last but not the least, there are many benefits to attending a boarding school over a day school, some of which include the elimination of transport costs to and from school on daily basis. This is true as some day students will require some form of transportation every morning for almost the entire 3 years of education, whereas boarding students will only need to do so a few times in their entire secondary education period. Drastically lowering the cost of transportation if not eliminating it entirely. Finally, there are several reasons in addition to the ones mentioned above that explain why boarding school is preferred to day school. For instance, the various challenges a student will have to surmount while in a boarding school help students grow tough, both physically and emotionally, and can handle life challenges more easily as an individual, compared to a day student. Additionally, it helps the student become independent and gives them an advantage over day students, especially in regards to university life, which is somewhat similar to secondary school life. When we take into account the reasons listed above, one will easily appreciate the reasons why boarding schools are preferable to day schools in today's modern educational system. I'm grateful. Noel Taub. Science 1. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more educational content. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.